Welcome to this lecture on object oriented programming. So today in this lecture we just learn what is meant by standard template library. So after learning this particular concept, the student able to design the different data structures and algorithms using the standard template library. So let's discuss the different insights of the standard template library. So standard template library, which is basically called as STL, is a set of C++ template classes to provide the common programming data structures and functions such as list, stacks, arrays, etc. So basically the STL is the set of the standard classes which can be used inside our program to save our time, efforts, and which leads the high quality programs because of the reusing the component which are defined under the STL. So inside the STL there are the three different components that can be placed. So first one, that is container. So container is nothing but it is an object which usually stores the data. Again, its second contains the algorithm, which is nothing but it is a function or procedure that is used to process the data which is already stored inside the container. And iterator is the connection between the particular container and the algorithm. So these are the three components which are used under the STL, that is container, algorithm, and iterator. So this is the relationship between the STL components. So first one, that is algorithm. With the help of iterator, it can be applied to the objects which are stored inside the container. So we just discussed what is meant by container. So container is nothing but it is a set of classes which stores the objects and data. So again, the container is divided into the multiple types, that is sequence container, derived container, and associative container. So sequence container is nothing but it implements the data structure which can be accessed in a sequential manner. That is, if we want to access the data in the linear fashion, then we can include that particular data inside the sequence container. So it includes the vector, list, deque, array, and so on. Again, derived container is nothing but from the data we can just derive the particular containers, that is queue, priority queue, and stack. Again, associative container is nothing but to support direct access to the element using the key. So it again includes the set, multiset, map, multimap, and so on. Again, the algorithm is nothing but it is a set of different functions which can be applicable to the data stored within the container. So inside the STL we are having the more than 60 algorithms by default supported, so that we can write the code for that particular algorithms and we can call that particular algorithms in our program. Again, to use these particular algorithms which are stored in the STL, we have to import two files, that is algorithm.h and functional.h. So this is the one small example of sorting the number by using the functionality which is provided by the STL. So here we have to include the particular three files, that is include iostream, include algorithm, and include functional. So again, we are using the or executing the particular program using the Linux operating system. So we have to use the namespace, that is using namespace std. So inside the main function, first part, we have to declare the two arrays. So x and y are the two integer arrays which stores the so x stores the 5 numbers, y stores the 9 number. So we have to just sort these particular numbers. So for sorting, if you want to write the code, then we have to write the particular condition, then we have to input the data, we have to display that data. So instead of that, we have to use the particular function which is provided by the STL, that is sort. So sort is a function which is used to sort the particular data. So here first parameter, we just take the array which we want to sort, then the number of elements inside that particular array, so x plus 5 because 5 elements are there, and the operation which we want to perform, that is less. So we are out to just sort the particular array having the less number first and at the last greater number. So again, the inside the bracket we have to just write the data type of that particular array. So here we just take the integer numbers, so we have to write the integer as a data type, and we have to just complete the less function. So with the help of this sort array, we can sort the particular number from less number first and greater number last. So we have to just output of this particular statement is that 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So with the help of for loop, we have to just print that particular number. Again, suppose I want to merge this particular two arrays, that is x and y. So again, for merging that particular array, we have to again provide the one more function, that is merge. So we just write x, then number of elements inside the x, then second array y, the number of elements inside the y, and the third array which stores this particular merging of the two array, so z. So inside the z we just store the 9 elements, so we just merge the x and y. So x having the 5 elements, y having the 4 elements, and we have to merge that. So by using the cout, we just display that particular numbers, and our main function ends with return 0 statement. So this is the basic program of the, or basic example of the particular STL. So only three things are required, that is we have to import the header files, we have to use the particular functions, and we have to apply this particular STL inside our program. So here you can solve the particular, or we can practice the particular STL concept by just implementing the program for stack using the STL. So inside the STL there are the inbuilt classes for creating the push, pop and display operations. So you can try it at the home. Thank you.